Gospel Conversations. I'm your host, Larry W. Robinson. Our conversation today is powered by Houston Gospel Events mobile app. Download it today, as well as gospelupdates.com. Listen, I am with a singer, Tatiana Barnett. I got to see you live. I think we were outside at Risen was on that event.
Praise in the parking lot.
Yeah, Praise in the parking lot. But she's a singer, songwriter from Houston, Texas. She's also the mother of two, who has made it her mission to encourage and inspire people through her music and ministry. Now, her latest project is titled Audacity.
Yes.
And when I heard that, I wanted to ask her why. So we're going to start right there. Why did you name this project Audacity?
So to be audacious is to
audacious.
Be audacious, or to live a life that is full of audacity. You have to be bold and willing to take a risk. And this project, I had to find that. I had to find the boldness and the courage to actually sing my story and use the gift that God has given me. I'm very reserved with people that I don't know, and so it took the audacity to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna use the gift that God has given me. I didn't want to sit on it anymore.
You know what, I'm not, and I heard everything you said, but I noticed that a lot of creatives, for some reason, are reserved. Why is that? I'm just curious.
I had to actually learn how to be reserved. Most of my life I was outspoken and just loud and crazy, but I had to realize like it was hindering me. And so I became reserved. I've not always been reserved, but learning to become reserved and just kind of, when I learned to suppress myself, it taught me to be a listener. It taught me to have empathy and sympathize with people, but you can't stay there. You have to learn how to balance the two, being bold and being an extrovert and an introvert. You have to learn how to balance those. And so I'm still learning. I'm learning how to balance that.
All right. So the project is titled Audacious.
Audacity.
Yes. Audacity. And I'm just curious, what inspired you really to move forward with your music professionally?
Professionally, it was actually my friends and the owners of my label, Anthony Hall and Dominique Side. Michael Dixon and I, and DJ Lowry, those are my very best friends. Okay. And we wrote a song called I Need You, and I was like, you know what, let's just go record it on the rooftop, let's do it live. And Mike was like, no, we got to do it, another way. And so I was introduced to Anthony Hall and Dominique Side. And they were like, you can't just sit on this. Like, we got to record it. And I'm thinking it was just going to be one song and I was going to go about my life. But they really encouraged me to sing again, to use my gift again. And I had just prayed right before I even met them. I was like, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, I need you to strategically place people around me and open the doors that I need open in order for me to do it. And within 2 days, I met them, and they were like, whatever you need, let's do it, let's go. And ever since then, every song that I have written, anything that I have dreamed to do, they have backed me 100%. Like, God really, it was a miracle. If we want to be real, it was a miracle. I wasn't going to pursue this career professionally because I've been a praise and worship leader for about 15 years, and so I was comfortable. Being a praise and worship leader. My desire is for God to get the glory out of my life, God to get the glory out of my gift. I don't need no lights, I don't need no shine, I don't need any of that. But He saw fit to place people around me to encourage me and push me and motivate me. And so, number one, I don't want to let God down, but I don't want to let them down because they invested so much into me. So that's why I'm doing it professionally.
I love it. So I was flowing right there. So I was going to ask, what's your ultimate goal for doing music?
Well, I want to continue to make music. I've left the door open, God, whatever you want to do, however you want me to do it. That's what I'm just walking it out right now. I can't say like this is where I want to end up. Of course, we all pray for Dove Awards and Grammy Awards and Stellar Awards. That would be beautiful, but I really just want God to get the glory out of this process. So wherever He leads me is where I'm going to go.
I love it. You know what? Speaking of Dove Awards, I was listening to an interview actually with an artist from Houston, Kim Burrell. She actually said that when she started out with music, none of those things were her her quest. No, none of the awards, none of that. But she said just for people to experience her authentic gift, the way God gave it to her was her mission. Because for doing music, do you experience that same thing? Do you just want people to hear the way God gave it to you?
Exactly. So with Audacity, every song that is on this project is my life story. It came from something in my life. So it wasn't like, I'm going to put this song out and I want, you know, an award for it. It was, no, I really want people to be encouraged by this song, to let them know, like, you have to see God in the process. It's not just the promise. You got to see God. You know, we love to see God in the promise, but got to see him in the process. And so that's just where I'm at. I want people to be encouraged and even influenced by the process, walking that process out day by day, hour by hour with God.
Have you noticed that you've learned more about God in the process than the promise?
I've learned to trust God.
Yeah.
More.
Do I have a witness?
Yeah, I'm getting.
But you know, but God is really in the small details of our lives. You know, sometimes we like to look at him on the mountaintop, but let me tell you something. God shows out best in the small details of your life.
Yes.
Well, how do you balance life and music and all the things that you're doing?
I'm actually still learning.
Okay.
I'm learning how to balance it. I haven't found my balance, but I will say prayer and meditation, it really helps me because, you know, as humans, especially as a woman,
come on,
say what you want. We are emotional beings, and I'm emotional. I'm dramatic. So I have to, like, just really ground myself in prayer and meditation. I have to fast often to bring myself back down to reality, or to say, you know, am I doing this right? Or I love accountability. So I try to, when it comes to my day-to-day life, I try to, like, have a calendar, but I stay grounded in prayer.
Now, you kind of seem like me, because I can tell you're driven and you're focused and you're busy. But I want to know, I can ask this to myself.
Okay.
What do you do for fun?
I hang out with my friends.
Okay.
And all of my friends are like singers or creatives. And so we just hang out and learn from each other and vibe off of each other. We go out to eat, you know, when I need to, like, really relax myself, or I know I need to have a good laugh, I hang out with my friends.
Okay. So I'm new here in Houston.
Okay.
And I'm just kidding. It's not on my script.
Okay.
But where is a good place to get some good food here in Houston?
I'm a seafood girl. Okay. So I love Crafty Crab.
I've never heard of that.
And they have a few different locations. The best one for me is on Westheimer. The other ones are not.
Okay.
But the one on Westheimer is amazing.
And it's
Crafty Crab.
Crafty Crab.
Crafty
Crabs. I'm going to have to check that out. All right. All right, so what's next? What can we expect to see you in the days ahead?
Hopefully more music.
Okay.
Hopefully more music. I am venturing off into fashion, and so one of my business ventures is I'm a makeup artist, and I have a 2-year-old daughter, and when I had my daughter, I kind of stopped. So I'm hoping to just, you know, get back working and, you know, doing makeup again, and just really networking. That's what I'm really learning to do, and I'm loving it. Actually, I'm loving talking to people because it's making me trust God, and it's making me just open up. So hopefully, you know, you'll see me singing at different churches or stages, whatever God allows. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right. So how can our listeners connect with Tatiana Barnett today?
So you can find me on all music platforms, Tatiana Barnett, Tatiana Barnett. On social media, Instagram, it's official Tatiana Barnett. And yeah, that's it. Just either Tatiana Barnett or official Tatiana Barnett.
All right. And so the latest project is titled?
Audacity.
Audacity. And it's available everywhere you can get great music. Any final thoughts and comments you have for our listening audience?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Bless you.
I'm really happy to be here. And I'm just excited to see what God is going to do, not just for me, but for everybody who is here, and even with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Tatiana Barnett, connect with her. Download her music wherever great music is sold. And thank you for tuning in to Houston Gospel Conversations, powered by GospelUpdates.com and Houston Gospel Events. Bless you.
Thank you.
Celebrated media personality Larry W. Robinson presents Gospel Updates. Gospel Updates is the who, what, when, why, and where in the gospel music industry. Gospel Updates is a monthly magazine, weekly newsletter, video webcast, as well as a podcast. Gospel Updates has over 25 years of featuring people in the gospel music community. Gospel Updates magazine and the new Gospel Updates weekly newsletter document those who are continuing to help shape and write new chapters of this ever-evolving story of gospel. Go to www.gospelupdates.com. That's www.gospelupdates.com to get the latest issues. If you want to be featured, call or text 337-214-4046 or email gospelupdates@gmail.com for rates and details. Gospel Updates, featuring people in the gospel community for over 25 years.